Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Top Flight Pod. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. We're back in studio today for a very important episode. Breaking news from Austin FC. Well, by now, everybody knows. New coach, Nico Estevez. He's here to take charge of the team. That's what we're going to talk about. And the contract extensions, of course. And we cannot leave the studio here tonight without talking about El Clásico and a bunch of European headlines that happen around the world. My name is Hernan. You can call me H. Starting off with B. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. It's been a good weekend so far. It's a lot of sports going on this weekend.
Love it. Love it. Give
MLS,
me more. Give me more.
UFC, football, college football, Premier League, so much. So happy to be here, of course, with the boys.
Happy to have you here, B. We got a lot to talk about here, a lot to unpack, of course. But I'll shift gears here with my friend Bali. How are you doing, mate? A new era starts today. The Nico era.
Yeah, the real era now. Not that other era you were talking about.
Chill, bro.
A couple weeks ago, remember?
Chill.
Yeah. But I'm very happy, very blessed. Happy to be here with y'all and excited about this episode, you know?
Yeah.
Excited to talk about what do you think?
You're smiling, bro.
What
You're
do you
smiling,
think?
Nico,
bro.
welcome, Nico.
Welcome, Nico.
But
Brother was cooking.
of course, we have to welcome Primo. He's off camera. He's controlling everything on the ones and twos, but he's making everything happen on the pod. Primo, welcome to the stew, mate. How are you doing with the Austin FC jersey?
Austin FC jersey. And it's a new era, like you were saying. Nico Estevez. I'm excited to talk about the new coach and looking forward to what we got coming.
And as usual, before we get into the topics, I want to send a shout out, a warm hug to all of our Patreon members, everybody that's on Discord. We had an interesting conversation in the La Liga channel last night. It really happened all day. But you know, talking
You and
footy.
Manila, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was a great conversation. We had a lot of fun, but I'm excited to shift gears back to the Austin FC that we all love, the umbrella that we're all under. But shout out to everybody that's on Patreon and on Discord. But gentlemen, let's get into the episode here today. On Friday, Austin FC announced Nico Estevez as the club's new head coach. Estevezs brings MLS, La Liga, and international coaching experience to Austin. The 44-year-old bilingual native of Valencia, Spain, will join Austin FC after completing his duties with the United States men's national team during the upcoming November FIFA window. That is from the Austin FC website, the official release from Austin FC Communications. I have a quote here from Nico Estevez. He says this, guys. Austin is a vibrant city with fantastic music, food, and culture. And most importantly, a fan base that is incredibly passionate about soccer and Austin FC. The passion was one of the main reasons why coming to Austin was so exciting for me. And I'm looking forward to growing the team on the field while getting to know our supporters on a personal level. I want to thank Rodolfo Borrell and the entire club for this opportunity. Guys, it sounds like he's extremely grateful to be at Austin. B, your initial thoughts on this appointment?
The appointment in general, I mean, look, I'm going to say it. It's been the narrative. Underwhelming has been the main word that I've seen
Thrown around.
Underwhelming. Some want to be a little bit more negative. They say, oh, it's mid.
Let down.
A little let down for sure. So, yeah, that's the narrative of the fan base. You want to, if people want to know, how do we feel? This we're being honest. This is how we feel. We feel very underwhelming. It all falls on Rodo's words, and he was hyping us up. You know, names you wouldn't believe, and
the little face at the end.
And the little the serious,
little bit of a smirk,
little bit of that.
Smirk.
25 names that are begging to come to this club. So he got us riled up. We are here in the studio throwing names out there. Who could it be? How much can we spend? Going high, and at the end of the day, we get the new coach in, Nico. Very underwhelming coming from Dallas. He you know, to me, I think. I'm going to try to be positive. Of course, there's a new guy. He hasn't coached anything.
Going to give him a chance.
Of course. And I feel like everybody, despite all these comments, I think everybody's also on the same boat to say that we got to give this guy a chance.
100%.
I mean,
you can't do anything but that.
Exactly. The positives to me, the biggest positive or one of is the fact that he is bilingual. He knows Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a big plus. So
there's more positives too. I'd like to add that he has some work with the youth. We hear that, you know, we find out, we now know, or other people also knew, that he had a lot to do with the Valencia B team. He had a period through there, and he also started his career with the youth ranks of Huracan at 19 years of age back in 2004. So he has experience coming from the bottom up.
He has more. His resume is definitely more filled out than our previous guy.
But there are some
100%.
similarities, some eerie similarities.
Yeah.
They're from the Columbus
Yeah.
Crew assistant job pool. They're also from the U.S. national team assistant job pool as well.
He's
So,
under the Bearhalter tree, dude.
yeah, he's under the he's in the
He's-
bubble.
he's
We've
in
always
the
said
bubble.
this.
He's always
We've
said this,
always
yeah.
said that Austin FC is U.S. national
And-
team bubble.
And that's what's weird to me. I'm glad you brought this up. That's what weird to me about all this stuff that Rodo was saying, names you wouldn't believe, hyping us up, all this stuff. Just to a point, this guy, like, were you either just lying to us and you're just like gonna do what's
Or was this all that the club could do?
exactly? Or is there some stuff that he knows that we don't know? Is there some stuff above him that maybe is pushing these decisions that we don't know? Maybe. But to me, it sucked that we were hyped up just to be kind of let down just a little bit.
You know, some folks are saying that it's the fans' own fault for getting so hyped up themselves, but the reality is that there's quotes out there that have the context of, "Hey, get hyped up. I'm gonna bring somebody heavy." You know what I'm saying?
Names you wouldn't believe.
Names you wouldn't believe. But I want to shift gears over to my G Bali and the Sentimiento kid. I know you're gonna be. A lot of people want to hear what you have to say about Nico Estevez. You famously said you're going to give Joshua 5 years. They gave him. Sorry, you said you were going to give Joshua 5 games.
Yeah.
They gave him 4 years. So this appointment of Nico Estevez, there's conversations if this is a U.S. national team hire, like in the bubble, pre-court, did he have something to do with it? The reality is that Nico is here from FC Dallas. That's where he got sacked from. Experience with Valencia, youth ranks. How are you taking this in, Bali?
Well, I'll keep it real. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I expected. But he's here. Like you said, he's here. And I agree with B. We have to give him a chance. Rodo called him. You saw his interview.
Rodo called him, yeah.
and told him, look, and Nico also said, I was surprised how much Rodo knew about me, about how my style of play, how I like to play. So, let's give him a chance. He's here.
Bali is saying let's give him a chance.
It's a new era. And
massive.
I knew
You have to though.
I knew when Joshua came in, I knew 100% he was a fraud. As soon as he came in, I knew he
That's
wasn't
what
that
you
guy.
were criticized. People were saying it was way too early.
Yeah, but I knew right away. So Nico, he has experience, and he was a coach in Dallas, so he knows what he knows what it takes in the MLS. So I'm willing to give him a chance.
How many games are you looking to give Nico Estevez to implement his style of play at Austin FC?
It's
Are we
gonna take him
talking
time.
10? Are we
It's
talking
no,
5,
it's gonna take
15?
him time. It's gonna take him time because just look at the mess he's coming into. I mean, look at the players that he has. I mean, some of these players need to go, and all of them are gonna leave.
I'm thinking 20 games is fair
But I agree with you. Yes,
to see
around 20 games.
to see his playing style fully implemented into this team.
We for sure have to give him time. I mean, if he starts struggling, we have to just see if he switches it up. What does he improve? But we for sure have to give him time if
Now-
he does struggle.
Now, just mentioning a little bit about his past, Estevez began his coaching career with Valencia CF youth teams in 2004 and took his first head coaching role with Huracan Valencia in Spain's third tier in 2011. In 2 seasons, he led Huracan to 41 wins, 34 draws, and 13 losses, earning the Ramon Cobo Award as the league's top coach in 2012-2013. He then managed Valencia B and briefly served as interim manager of the first team of Valencia, securing a Copa del Rey win and unfortunately a 3-2 loss against Ancelotti's Real Madrid, which, by the way, was no slouch of a team at that time. 3-2, you can kind of say that he held his own. You can kind of say that. I don't know. We continue. In 2014, Estevezs joined the Columbus Crew as director of methodology and was promoted to first-team assistant coach in 2017. He held the same role with the U.S. men's national team from 2019 to 2021 and worked under Mauricio Pochettino just recently. Appointed head coach of FC Dallas, yes, in December 2021, Estevezs led the team to playoff spots in 2022 and 2023. His debut season, y'all, marked the club record 20-point improvement and a third-place Western Conference finish. However, it ends like this. On June 9th, 2024, he was dismissed after starting the season with a 3-8-5 record. That's 3 wins, 8 draws, 5 losses. Dallas sacked him mid-season, and Austin still finished on top of them. But B, after hearing all of this, his experience, his background, I mean, your thoughts on new manager Nico Estevez? Is this an upgrade from Josh Wolf? You kind of mentioned it earlier.
Oh, it's an upgrade. I think it's an upgrade. But the thing about me, or the thing that I see, is that like his resume is better. His experience is better, but it's not that much better. Is what I'm trying to say.
I see what you're saying.
It's better for sure, but it's not Okay, if you take away the FC Dallas years, the U.S. men's national assistant, and the assistant to Columbus Crew, if you take that off, which is the same thing that Wolf has, a couple years with Austin FC, a year as assistant, you take that off, and you look at what's rest, it's not that much. It's not that much, but it's in Spain. It's a different area.
It's La Liga.
It's La Liga. It's you said he played against Ancelotti's Real Madrid.
Valencia is a top 4 team in Spain most of the time when they're doing. Right now they're not doing so well, but it's accustomed that Valencia is one of the bigger teams.
Yeah. So to me, I look at that as a positive, and it is a step up, and it is an upgrade, and I feel like we can be better for sure.
Bali, is this an upgrade to Josh Wolf? I mean, we were comparing their resume, saying that there are some similarities. You know, folks are saying that this is the same exact hire, just Spanish version. Is this an upgrade from what Josh Wolf was at Austin
For sure,
FC?
an upgrade. For sure, an upgrade. I mean, compared to Josh Wolf, you know, you could tell he has a better resume, as you can see. But yeah, I mean, we just have to give him time. You know, and I see online as soon as the appointment came, you know, just a lot of the fans just weren't happy. You know, we have to understand. I mean, yes, I mean another FC Dallas coach. We don't want a rival coach.
That sucks.
You know, he also got sacked. You know, mid-season. So
Do you give him the excuse at his time at FC Dallas that he had a team that was just injury prone? There was so many long-term injuries in that FC Dallas side, and like we were mentioning earlier, when Austin FC played Nico Estevez FC Dallas, most of the time FC Dallas was victorious. There was the famous playoff win, right, when we were at the top of our game, but most of the time FC Dallas came on top of Austin FC.
Yeah, they destroyed us. Pepe, you saw what he did.
I mean, Pepe was under Nico Estevez for a couple months. He left to Augsburg shortly after Nico's appointment, but you have guys that developed under him like Ferreira, just to name one guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is an upgrade to Wolf is what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how you're seeing this.
For sure. It's an upgrade.
How much value are you giving the language barrier that is now overcome with this appointment? He's a Spanish speaker. Yeah. You're going to have a direct communication with guys like Diego Rubio, Sebastian Drusi, all the Spanish speakers on your team. And now you could bring in even more Spanish speakers to help with the chemistry. I don't know what kind of way they're going to go with that, but how much value are you putting on that, Bali?
Yeah, that was key. I think we definitely needed a bilingual coach, you know, a Spanish-speaking coach that could communicate with the players. We have so many Spanish-speaking players on our team.
Yeah.
So we needed someone like that, and also someone that can communicate with Rodo. Also, you know, they're both from Spain.
They're both Spaniards.
You know, so
a little bit of a Spanish connection.
Exactly. So if something's going wrong, I'm pretty sure that Rodo's gonna let them know, hey, you know, we gotta fix up.
So could this have been both Anthony Precourt and Rodo Borrell going after the guy that they both maybe agreed on? A Spaniard, like Rodo said, Bali. This appointment checks so many boxes. That's what Rodo said. That's a direct quote.
To me, I feel like AP told Rodo, look at Nico, and Rodo said, yeah, I like him. Let's take him.
Okay.
You know, and also I agree with maybe somebody that we could afford. Maybe we couldn't afford.
That's what we were talking about.
From Europe. Maybe we couldn't afford somebody from the Liga MX. Maybe
also
we
the
don't
windows
have
is weird timing right
exactly.
now.
Exactly. You know, some of those coaches they're playing in teams right now. They're competing right now. So you can't just you have to pay the money.
So maybe it's our fault for hyping ourselves up too much.
I feel like it's a little bit of both, because I feel like Rodo, when he mentioned the 25 coaches, you wouldn't believe the names. I feel like that also hyped everyone up.
The fan base. Some of the hate that's going towards the signing of Nico Estevez is Rodo's fault, because he hyped up this fan base.
He really did.
And I tell you what.
And we were going crazy.
I tell you something about, you know, this weekend, been out with the boys, you know, some fans, I mean, some people that keep an eye on Austin FC, but they're not really that invested in too much, but they love the city, so they keep an eye on it. You know, everything's going on. How would you say the casuals? They're like, hey, the new appointment. The narrative with us is like, oh, we're going to give him a chance. It's better than Wolf. Like, it's underwhelming. But to them, it's like, nah, this is like, no. Like, you know, I saw a lot of that.
There is a petition going around, B, that says prevent the signing of Nico Estevez. There's already a petition going around. I'm sure it has signatures already.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm sure it has signatures.
There's no
already.
way.
Bro. Oh, I'm very serious. I'm very serious about that.
That's not.
Why would I bring it up if it's not true on the pod? B?
That is true. That
Come
is
on.
true.
Why would I bring it up?
That is true.
But yeah, there are people that feel some type of way.
No, man, that can't be. We can't do that.
But one of the main reasons why, and we were talking about it with the boys, Diego and Ozzy, is that Nico Estevez is being judged by a majority of the fan base based on the season he recently had with FC Dallas. However, I will say this, that the seasons Nico had with Dallas are similar to the seasons Josh Wolf had with Austin FC. Why do I say that? They had one good year and then 2 bad years after that. However, Nico went to playoffs 2 times. Josh Wolf only went to the playoffs once, right? So that's a little bit of an upgrade there. do you think that it's a little bit unfair that Nico is being judged off of the season that he was sacked? Because, like I mentioned earlier, he's credited with having one of the biggest bump ups from season to another, 20-point difference, right? I mean, he's credited with doing that with FC Dallas. And like we said earlier, when we had to play FC Dallas, Austin FC, there was times where they came on top of us 100% of the times. They were just better players, better team on the pitch.
Yeah, I think it is unfair. I think since there's more to look at, and as far as his resume, but there's just that little bit of the Dallas. So what else are we gonna look at as fans? They're looking at people's resumes and their history. They only look at that, and I think it is a little bit unfair.
There's also something else, and Bali, we can bring you in on this. If B wants to comment on it, he can. The numbers for Nico Estevez at FC Dallas: 35 wins, 32 draws, 30 losses, win percentage of only 36%, just slightly higher than Josh Wolf at Austin FC. I mean, that's also a reason why the fan base is coming after this signing, because, hey, it's not much better than what we had. And I go back to this famous saying, careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. We wanted Wolf out. You got Wolf out. Now you have Nico Estevez.
No, I think that this is, we wish for it, but I think we're still content with what we got, to be honest.
Fair.
Sure, you know. Yeah, you're making it seem like we like, oh yeah,
now we want Wolf back.
Yeah, no, we want Wolf back. Like, no, don't make it seem like that now. Don't make it seem like that. You know, keep it real. You know, we're okay. Yeah, we don't like Nico. You know, I mean, it's not what we wanted, but hey, he's here.
We got him.
Let's give him a chance.
Thoughts on the numbers and maybe the unfair hate that Nico Estevez is receiving from his new fan base?
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are. I mean, it doesn't make him look good. You know, it doesn't make him look good.
Bali,
You know, but hey, man, he's here.
His team was difficult.
It was, and he's here. I mean, we have to give him a shot. I mean, we can't just be here and just be like, hey, get him out of here.
Oh,
He
you
just
sound
got
like
here.
you sound like somebody back in the day.
No,
You
of
sound like-
course,
you
of
sound
course,
like me,
of
bro.
course. But like I said, I already knew right away that it wasn't gonna work. Now, Nico's here. Everybody calm down, fan base, calm down, and let's give him a shot.
Am I
Let's give him
looking
a
at?
shot.
Am I looking
Is
in the
this
2021
Is this Bali?
No,
Am I
I'm just saying,
looking
look,
at me?
Wow.
Hey, look.
3 years ago?
I suffered with Josh Wolf
You did.
for 4 years. I suffered.
You aged.
It was bad.
aged,
It was
bro.
bad. You know, it was real bad. I was
We
in a dark
tried-
place.
we
But
tried
hey,
to help you.
We tried.
but
There's
hey,
no
you know,
help.
now
Some
now
people,
I can't.
you just can't help them.
I can't stop the smile now. Can't stop.
Yeah,
be
look
happy
at that,
now,
boy. My boy
you know,
Bali
I'm
back,
living good,
boy.
living good, feeling good, doing my thing.
There we go.
You know, going out.
Chill.
You know,
Okay,
Chill.
and then yeah, you know, so
Chill.
so
Enjoying
I'm happy.
yourself.
I'm enjoying myself, but I do have to, you know, agree with the fan base. It doesn't look good. Some of them aren't going to be patient, and I understand that. But
We're a very demanding fan base.
yes, we are, and I'm telling you, Nico, you know, it's not Dallas FC. I'm telling you, it's Austin FC. We're going to come at you.
Let me use this as a bridge to go into one of the next topics, Bali, and we can stay with you. Mate, you can comment on it first. Nico Estevez has came out. He hasn't said it directly, or I believe it, and you know, it's words from him. He has requested to meet everybody from the fan base. An event open to the public is what I'm hearing. The time hasn't been confirmed and the location, but I know that there's going to be tacos apparently. But Nico Estevez wants to meet everybody. I mean, this is something that Josh Wolf, I don't think he ever did. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but there was never a public meeting like this. Is this a good sign? Nico Estevez wants to be good with the fans from day one.
I feel like it is. I feel like him just wanting to get to know the fan base, you know, and we want to meet him too. You know, hopefully I get to talk to him. You know, I want to talk to him one-on-one. I want to let him
You
know.
want to pull him to the side?
I want to put him to the side and
I
talk to him
think
one-on-one.
I think I can make that happen.
I hope that you can make that happen for me, Hernan.
I think
You know,
I
I
can
know
make it
that
happen.
you could do your thing, you know, and I want to talk to him one-on-one and let him know, you know, you're here, but take this serious now. You know, it's not a joke, you know, because you look at us now, we're a mess. You need to fix this mess. And I hope you're ready for that.
I will say this. B. Nico Estevez is a bit of a, you know, this is what he does.
Yeah.
When he arrived to Dallas, he low key cleaned it up, and he made him into the team that they once were. But things fell apart.
Yeah.
Injuries started to happen. So the way that he's coming into Austin FC, he could very well do what he did with that FC Dallas, making that 20-point jump from the season before. And like I said earlier, guys, in the Spanish part, the bar is set so low that if you make playoffs, if you have a good run in playoffs, if you make it to the Western Conference Final again, or even win a chip, people are going to have you as a god in Austin FC because it's so young. The history here is so young that it's begging for somebody to ride it.
Also, like you said, the bar is so low, bro.
That's
The
what I'm
bar is so low. So if he does an improvement, I think Rodo, I think that's what he's looking. I think if Rodo was to tell you, or if we were to ask Rodo what was the main point, he's gonna probably point to that first season with Dallas. Look where Dallas were. Look what he did
Look
in
what
that
he
first
did.
season.
Exactly.
I
Look
think
what he
that's
did.
what he's banking on.
That's what he's banking on.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
and that's where this signing starts to make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the situation where we're
We
in
also-
a crash out
we also-
situation.
we also want it to make sense. We're reaching. Come on.
We're trying to make it make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
And
We're
also,
trying to
like,
figure it out.
Hopefully, they're both from Spain, so hopefully they have that pull from Spain. Hopefully we sign quality players from Spain. You never know. They
Yeah.
can talk to us, somebody from Spain, get them out here.
I mean,
Do we
it-
know?
hopefully,
the length
hopefully.
of his contract? That's still not known, right? It's not.
No,
out?
that's what I was talking about with Ozzy and Diego. I mentioned how the language in that official press release was interesting because there's no length on his contract. There's no, hey, he's going to be here till the end of 2025 or to the end of 2028, whatever. There was no length in there, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I was looking for.
So
I
I'm
didn't see
I'm
anything.
wondering, and folks are already cooking for this take, but hear me out. No, Profe actually said that there was a bad take. I said that this could be a short-term solution to whatever Rodo has cooked up for a summer transfer window. It could be this summer transfer window or maybe even the next one.
That's an
But
interesting take, but
there's European connections that haven't been used by Rodo Borrell, and maybe because we're not in the position financially to really execute those moves. But I do think that this is a little bit of an underwhelming signing if we're being real, based on what we were kind of promised on the hype and expectations or whatnot. But I don't think that this is our long-term solution. This is something to plug in a hole for right
so
now.
if you were to throw a year out there, a contract, what would you think Rolo gave him as far as length, or what do you think
The
would
ar-
that take?
The argument that Ozzy also presented was nobody's going to take a job for 6 months.
Exactly.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's no even a year. I don't think he takes it even if it's a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking too.
Well, Rodo is a guy that has put incentives in his contracts, right? So what if there's an incentive in Nico Estevez's deal is like, hey, if you do good, we'll keep you around? Because the contract that was given to Josh Wolf and the extension was ridiculous.
It's crazy.
They extended him way too early, and we
Yeah.
paid the price for it.
But the thing about it is they did it in such a weird timing. They did it like after 5 or 6
Yeah.
games in the second
Like,
season.
oh, my God, this guy's it.
We scored like so many goals. We did end up going all the way to the conference finals, but
The ownership found a great time to sneak that in there
Yeah,
because the
yeah,
fan base
yeah.
wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
You had just scored 10
Yeah.
goals in 2 games.
and good thing you bring it to the fan base. That's why Nico is saying, "Oh, I want to connect with the fan base." I think we've made ourselves very clear. I think the supporters group and everybody that's involved in this club, in this fan base, packing out the stadium, going for 90 minutes,
They hear you.
they hear you.
They hear
and
you.
and not only that, it's like we're a big factor in
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean? We can make things
the fan
difficult.
base is
Yeah.
a big factor.
So it may probably not a factor in Dallas or Houston.
Their
they're-
numbers are
yeah.
are
Okay.
on the up.
They're on the up.
They're gonna
But-
get a brand
but-
new stadium here soon, a state-of-the-art stadium, incredibly beautiful.
Oh, I saw the
You
renderings.
saw the
I
renderings.
saw
Yeah, the renderings look amazing.
Hope they go union with it, but yeah, we'll see.
I'm sure they are.
I'm sure.
Union
They
labor is
better.
the way to
They
go.
better.
Union labor is the way to go.
But anyways, yeah. That's just,
Bali, I know B and I kind of went off a little bit, but you want to add anything to the conversation we just had?
2 years,
No.
3 years.
To me, it has to be either. I think it was 2 or 3 years. No way it's a 1-year contract. It has to be 2 or 3 years. And I mean, for sure, a year we're gonna try him out, see how he improves. I just want to compete, man. I just want to make playoffs. I want to compete again.
And
I just want to.
Bali,
I just want us to go back to the top.
Let me
you
say this,
know?
Bali. Let
I'm-
me say this real
To be
quick.
honest,
Let me say this.
I don't know, man.
If a team is winning, if a team is consistently bringing the 3 points home or keeping them at their house, whatever happens off the pitch, the fans aren't going to take any interest in it. The problem with the club right now is that the fans have so much free time to look at every single little detail because we are atrocious.
Yeah.
The product on the field has been so bad that it's forcing people to look at why. Why is it so bad? So there's people starting to make their own conclusions. But if the team is good, if the team is winning, all this goes out the window. All of this goes out the window, and the fans only care that the team is winning, that they're in the playoffs, that they're going to play X team in the playoffs, that they beat this team in the round of 3, and they don't care what's going on.
Out of nowhere, you don't really care much about resume. You don't care about any of that.
They just want a winning team. Like Bali is saying, he
Yeah.
just wants to compete.
And that's
I
the
just wanna
thing is
compete.
like I'm
I just wanna
excited.
compete.
Honestly, I'm so excited for next season already. Just
Yeah,
to
me too.
watch games with you. To like actually like support and follow the team and without
and B, just like I said
Yeah.
in previous weeks, everybody needed this breath of fresh air. We're excited to cover this team again.
Oh, bro, we needed
we
it,
are.
bro.
We
You're
really
so
did need
right.
it.
You're so right.
We're excited. We're ready to see how long he's
a
going
new
to.
era, man.
Yeah, and
we really did.
And this takes me to another point that I want to talk about. What kind of playing style will Estevezs bring to Austin FC? We know that he prefers a 4-3-3 high press system. He
Yeah.
has emphasis on possession, on high pressing, on compact defending, on fullback and midfield dynamics, flexibility in the attack and youth development. I mean, do we have the players for these kind of tactics? similar to how we play. But that's why I'm giving him 20 games because, like Ozzy said earlier, you look at the players that he's coming into. Look at the pool that he's receiving, what he has to deal with.
Ozzy said give him the year.
Ozzy said give him the year, which is wild.
I think I would kind of also give him the season, bro.
Bali, I mean, do you think that the tactics that Nico wants to, implement are going to be right for this team? I mean, Rodo wouldn't bring him if it wasn't.
Yeah.
He sees potential there.
I think he's gonna struggle, but I do feel like he does need reinforcements. I mean, desperately. I mean, some of these players have to go. So I feel like we have to give him for sure the year.
Yeah,
and just let him just see what happens. If he starts struggling, let him see how he fixes it up. If he switches it up, and just let's see how it goes. But if he makes playoffs, that's a big plus.
One thing, B, that I want to see from Nico Estevez is answers when we're down.
Yeah.
When we're down, you need to know who you're going to bring on the pitch to influence the game. With Josh Wolf, time and time again, we saw that he wasn't able to impact the game with his substitutions.
Well,
in fact, sometimes he made it worse for the team.
Well, that's the thing is because what Wolf liked to do is if we were up by a goal or two,
Park the
60th
bus.
minute, lock it up.
5 defenders in the back.
I don't know if Nico's gonna go that route.
I want to see a guy that's going to use the players that we have, and if we're winning, finish them off. None of this drop to 5 in the back. None of that. Throw that out the window.
And I also want him, if there's a mistake, I also want him to take responsibility also in the press conference. Be like, you know what? My mistake.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
It was my mistake. It was the wrong lineup, and it's on me. The players, and I'll fix it up. That I would love that. Because Josh Wolf would never take responsibility.
I was looking at some reports from media from FC Dallas talking about Nico Estevez, and one of the things that stood out to me was somebody, I forget what the media outlet was, but they had mentioned in their piece, in their article, that he's not a coach that throws his players under the bus. Okay. That's something we saw with Josh Wolf with Austin FC, so we'll see if Nico Estevez, how he handles himself in the media. Diego and Ozzy were kind of giving Josh Wolf a bit of an arrogant kind of fame.
I mean, look, if your players are missing sitters, you have 28 shots with no goal, and you come from playing games where you would only get 1 shot on goal. Now you're making the team take 25 shots on goal. You can't bury the chances. All that was on Wolf, and maybe him coming out and pointing that to light a lot. Really.
Now, Bali,
got you going.
Anything, Bali, you want to add?
Nah.
Okay. One other thing that I want to talk about with the appointment and signing of Nico Estevez is based off his experience with B teams, Mestalla, Valencia youth squads, Huracan, Columbus director of methodology. All that stuff is working with the youth, developing playing styles and whatnot, right? So one thing that I wanted to ask is what's going to happen with Efcito? Efcito has been our academy system was really criticized and came under fire this season with the exit of Vigo, and also previously in other years we were questioning why we were letting these players go and whatnot, players that you think that could have developed and advanced into the first team. So our whole academy system came under fire this year, right? We debut Irvin Torres to kind of, put some makeup on that and say, hey, we debuted Irvin Torres. What do you mean we're not, bringing guys up? Yeah. But how do you think Efcito, our academy system, is going to be affected by the appointment of Nico Estevez? Because we could turn into a little bit of a developing and selling club for a period of time.
Honestly, I think he is going to favor a little bit more youth, but I don't think it's going to be as drastic as you may think, bro. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be just maybe a slight better.
Okay.
Maybe just a little bit, maybe.
You think there's going to be more opportunity, though? Because there was
for
none.
Sure, I think so.
There was none for
honestly,
Efcito.
This is a hot random take, right? I'm going to say this. Our squad being so depleted in the years prior, where we had to bring up Efcito players and just to fill the roster. Remember when we just to fill the bench, we had to bring Efcito players in, remember?
Yeah.
I don't know if we have a healthy full squad coming up with Nico. I don't know if we're going to be able to have those Efcito players on the bench as much as we did when Wolf was here.
One guy that I'm ready to see is CJ Fodry.
Yeah,
that's one guy I'm ready. I'm ready to see him.
Yeah,
this is time. I think it's time that
for sure.
He shows, but I don't know about a 9 though. I know y'all.
Jimmy too.
He's a winger. Jimmy.
I like Jimmy. I really want to see him in the first team.
Also, Ramirez, Alonso Ramirez from the Atlas team. Loney. I mean, when are we gonna bring him up?
I don't know why.
I think he's one of the guys that's ready as well, guys.
I don't look. The last thing we want to do is paint a picture of Nico's gonna bring the youth and he's gonna bring in. I don't think we should commit to that, bro. Because I don't think it's gonna be that much of a drastic change.
Look, I think Nico, one of the homework pieces that he has for his time at Austin FC is to make sales. Make sales or help us sell some of these players because we've never had a big transfer fee come into the team other than Diego Fagundes, which was a trade and it was a gam. And I don't even know how much we ended up getting because of the incentives that were put into that contract. It was a mess, that kind of contract. But Rodo did good. So and also, Romagna also, $750,000 transfer fee that we don't even know if we're going to get because the team that we sold him to is famous for not paying teams. Yeah. So, I mean, we've never had a major sale. Yeah. This coach could be somebody that comes in to try to help that.
And if he wants to help that, then he's gonna he has to make Owen pop off.
That's why they re-signed him.
He has to make these younger players pop off. So hopefully we can. Hopefully we can.
Yeah, we'll see. With his youth development, his background, and all that, it'd be no shock to anybody if we ended up being that kind of club that gives opportunity to the youth, and it's something that was criticized this season.
That'd be great, honestly. I would love to see some of the youth take that step up.
All right, guys. Now, anything else you would like to add on the appointment of Nico Estevez? The official press conference will be Tuesday. Probably early in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. Apparently open to the public. He wants to meet everybody.
We going?
But, official confirmation has to come out on the exact details.
What time is it?
I'm only going
time ain't set.
I'm only going if Hernan can give me that 1-on-1.
Oh,
if not, then I don't know.
I need to start making calls after we finish the pod.
That's what I need. I need that 1-on-1.
Well, anyways, guys, with FC Dallas, he had a win percentage of 36%. With Valencia, the main team, 50%, 1 win, 1 loss. Valencia B, 25% win rate, 8 wins, 6 draws, 18 losses. So, Nico Estevez, new manager of Austin FC, like we said, from Huracan, Valencia B, Valencia B again, Columbus Academy, Columbus Crew, USA assistant manager under Pochettino and Berhalter, Dallas manager, sacked, appointed by Austin FC. Derby rival coach, he could bring us back to glory. Who knows? We'll see what happens, guys. Anything else you'd like to add, Bali?
Well, I just can't wait for the next season. Yeah. I'm excited for the first game.
Ready to analyze it.
And I'm ready to see who's coming, who's staying, and all that stuff.
Any words for the FC Dallas fans chirping at Austin FC fans, calling them recycle?
Yeah.
Recycle cans?
I mean,
what can you say?
What can I say to it? I mean,
it's tough.
We did. I mean, we did pick up. We did. I mean, what can we say? But
they sacked him mid-season.
The only thing we can say is, look, he's here. He's in a new environment. He's going to be in a great stadium, not like your stadium, not like your fan base that's empty. So, hey, hopefully that gives him some energy.
Hey, see, I'm from Big Plug X.
Yes, sir. Put that in there.
B, any final words on Nico Estevez appointment?
Let's get together. It's a fan base. Unite. Let's leave that toxicity behind
us. I
us.
don't want to unite with everyone, but just some of us.
Everyone, bro.
Already starting with
not everybody. I'm not cool with everybody, but some of us, yeah.
You're stepping on my message, brother.
Everybody has to unite.
My message is let's unite. Let's support this club together, and let's finally, I've never experienced a team where, especially here in this pod, especially being friends with Bali, had a moment where we're united, and I want to be united, mate. Unite with me, Bali.
Yeah, no.
Unite with me, mate.
And me and you are good. But some people,
some
other people, I'm not okay with.
We're here to turn the page.
Some other people, I'm not okay with.
No, we're here to turn the page.
And I don't care what this guy says. I'm not going to unite with nobody.
New era.
Just with us.
Bali, new era.
New era.
Nico era.
New era, and I'm not just talking about the hat.
Davey era done. Now it's for the Nico era.
Hey, Davey could still be at the club.
Davey era? Davey? Where's Davey going?
This guy. You see what he did?
He could still be at the club. Assistant.
You think so?
I mean, it's Nico Estevez.
I highly doubt it.
Y'all were saying that the new manager was going to bring in his staff. Que no sé qué. Who's NicoEstevez's staff?
We don't know yet.
He was part of the staff. Now he's the head coach.
Maybe he has someone in mind. Maybe you don't know. Maybe.
Honestly, you don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, his assistant coach is still the head coach at Dallas, Peter Lucchini, something like that. I don't know who the manager is there now, but
Davey might stay.
I told y'all.
But we don't know though.
We don't know.
All right. The moment it's announced that Davey stays, I'm gonna have to turn my phone off.
Turn it off.
Because I know it's gonna go up, bro.
Y'all better hope Davey don't stay. I'm crashing out on the fan base.
Bro, you got cooked so bad.
I'm crashing out on the fan base, bro. But hey,
vanilla too.
Who's that? Contract extension. 4 contract extensions in 4 days. Austin FC really gave us a treat. Jader Bryan, first contract extension of the week. He gets 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. I'll bring up those numbers here.
One option with one?
He got 2-year extension through the end of 2026 with an option for 27. He's on $550K guaranteed compensation. Owen Wolf on Tuesday, 3-year extension through the end of 2027 with an option for 2028. He's on $123,000 guaranteed compensation. Brendan Heinzlake on Wednesday, he gets a 1 year with an option for 2026, $199,000 guaranteed compensation. And finally, on Thursday, before the Nico announcement, Diego Rubio, the final extension of the week, he got 1 year with an option for 2026, $390K guaranteed compensation. B, I'll start off with you. Which one was your favorite of the four?
Javier, Heinz Zayek, I think were no-brainers. Owen, of course, loved that.
For the future.
Future.
One for the future.
Rubio, I guess. I mean,
got to keep a 9. You mentioned it. You mentioned it. You were like, you got to keep him around because who are you going to stay with? Zardes?
Exactly.
You mentioned it.
So this is good so far. Everything's going great. We kind of, I don't want to say, we kind of called all these names, that are being picked up. We spoke on it. And they're going, Danny needs to be situated as well.
That's the odd one out for me.
I think that one is a little more complicated. I think that one needs to be worked a little bit better.
Okay.
I don't know what they're talking about, but either way, it needs to get done. Put that behind us and move forward. And I'm excited for the new incomings too, man.
From the names that I'm about to say, before I go to Bali, who do you think should be next? You still have Ethan Finley, Matt Hedges, Valencia, Alex Ring, like you mentioned, Danny Pereira, still in the loop. Jimmy Farcallen as well, waiting for their option to be picked up, or are you going to let it expire and then offer them maybe a new contract with lower wage? That could still happen because if some options aren't picked up, everybody, it doesn't mean that they're leaving. The club could still negotiate with the player and bring him back on a lower new contract.
Yeah. Man,
that could happen with Ethan. Ethan is making a little bit too much for the role that I'm asking for.
I think we get Danny's contract. I think that's it, bro.
Really? No Ethan?
No.
Yeah.
Nail in the coffin.
At first, I was saying Ring, but maybe it's time for a new era. We're all this new era, and I think maybe Ring has done his time. And I would love to keep Ring, but
Owen,
I also wouldn't be.
Is Ring gonna pass the torch to Owen? Is Ring gonna pass the torch to Owen?
Nah. I don't think so.
That's tough.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, Bali, bringing you in on this conversation, mate. Out of the 4 contract extensions, which one was your favorite?
Jader. I think Jader was probably my favorite. Jadercito, whenever. Yeah, I think that was the hindsight one. Yeah, I don't understand that one. I really don't.
What?
Yeah, you were calling him out for no reason.
To me,
that's wild.
The fans came after him.
To
You
me,
saw
he's
that?
not. To me,
the fans came after him.
To me, he's not good enough. Not good enough. But hey, I guess an extra body. Someone from the bench.
The only defender.
I really don't. That one I don't understand.
The only defender of our back line to be nominated for Defensive Player of the Year, not good enough.
Bro, he earned it. He earned
Madre
it.
Mia.
I mean, I guess
Madre Mia.
he earned it. I guess he earned it. But I'm
some folks that belong in
the Diego Rubio one also.
Deportes studio.
I'm okay with the Diego Rubio one, but if someone else is coming, like a better number 9, then I think that's another mistake right there. To be honest, also. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't understand with this club.
Who should be the next one to be
the next
extended? Ethan Finley.
To me, I agree with B. Danny should be the only one that we should be talking to, and I think we should give him a fresh new contract, pay him well, because to me, if we give him a new contract, pay him well, he stays here.
On the Jader O'Brien topic, real quick, you think he feels maybe a bit of a slide after you appoint Nico Estevez, a coach that kind of had him discarded?
Didn't want
yeah, but who said that? Who said that? What was that rumor from? Who brought you that rumor?
It's not a rumor. We know that FC Dallas didn't plan for him anymore, and they let him go, and Austin FC picked him up in the re-entry draft.
I'm just saying, like, who said that Nico and Jader did, or Jader and Nico didn't get along?
I haven't seen that rumor.
I heard something about it.
I haven't seen that rumor.
Okay.
But you would assume that.
Have you heard it, Primo? Have you heard about that?
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard about that.
To me,
on personal level, I don't know.
To me, that's a plus to me because they worked together before.
Yeah.
So that's just somebody that that knows the coach.
I'm with Bali, bro.
That can tell him like, hey, this is how he works. He's like this. He's like that.
I don't know. This is a guy. This is a guy that let him go. You gotta feel some type of way.
But when did he let him go last year?
Last year we picked up Jader in the re-entry draft
but
because Dallas didn't pick up his option.
That was before the season started, right?
So Jader was in this list of whose option is gonna pick up for FC Dallas last season. He's like a Ethan Finley, like the Ring, like the Hedges.
But the thing about last season, Diego got sacked halfway. So maybe he's not even.
I'm sorry, the year before that, because Jader spent last season with us.
Yeah, you're right.
The year before that.
I don't know. It's tough.
They didn't pick him up. They didn't
It
pick
is weird.
his option
and I
up.
wonder what we don't know. Obviously, we don't know what, but I wonder what it is.
So
but-
that's exactly why I'm saying if you had the option to pick up his contract for the next year and you don't, you let him go to the re-entry draft. Austin FC picks his option up that Dallas didn't want to pick up, and now we give him an extension. I mean, you don't think that the players thinking to themselves like, oh, did they make me the first order of business to try to butter me up for the signing that was coming?
I don't know. It's tough.
I don't know,
It's
man.
tough.
I think
Conspiracy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
think-
looking. Yeah,
Conspiracy.
Looking too much into it,
Yeah,
man.
I
He
think
was
it
also
is.
top
I
scorer.
think
He
we
was
are.
also joint top scorer with Jersey,
You know?
8 goals. But okay, gentlemen, those contract extensions, they're still in the loop. We also got those 4 with the players that we just mentioned. So we could change chip here a little bit. But before talking about the European, I just want to send a shout out to the academy sides. The academy boys have
Getting
been going
dubs.
off. They had one of the age groups, I believe it was the U15, so I'll double check that right now. They had a 9-0 win this weekend. 9-0. And then the past weekend,
Cooking.
the U18s, they had a big win over Cincinnati, which was dubbed as one of the big games of the weekend. They took care of business. I mean, every age group for the academy at Austin FC is doing really good stuff this season, and shout out to those boys. We need to give them a bit more love to the Austin FC academy kids. And another thing, on the academy side, or was that it? No, the other thing, there's a couple players that I want to send a shout out to. Nico, the goalkeeper of the U18s, and also a player, I'm forgetting his name, but he got called up to the Guatemala youth ranks for the U17s. So 2 players for Austin FC Academy going to see some international action. I'll make sure to get both of those names right here in a bit. But Bali, any thoughts on the progress we're seeing with some young lads?
Yeah, the academy is promising, man. You know, there's so many great players that in our academy, and we just have to give them a shot. You know, give them more, make them grow, keep them here. You know, don't tell our academy players, keep them here. You know, and hopefully they can make their debut and be great for us.
I'm trying to find the name. I know somebody sent it to
Liverpool
me.
just tied it up, brother. We're watching the game at the stew.
Airport, but B, any thoughts on the youth?
Yeah, I mean, great to see those dubs. Great to see those numbers. I think we're 4 years into this club's history. I think we're gonna start to transfer into the 5 and 6 years, and by then we need to be having at least some sort of debuts and some sort of academy, announcements or anything. 5, 6, 7 years into our history. So, excited, just happy for the dubs for sure.
I'm gonna find the other gentleman's name. I know Nico's for sure, but the young lad that got called up to the Guatemala youth ranks. Big shout out to you, brother. I'll make sure to get your name while we're talking about the European topics. But let's switch to El Clásico. I'll start off with you, B. I'll start off with you, B, because you had a lot to say yesterday.
Oh man,
You had a lot to say yesterday. 4-0.
Maybe I was a little bit.
Boom, boom,
Nah, bro, chill.
boom.
Maybe I was a little bit fanning the. I don't know. I always get credited. You always accuse me of being a closet Barca fan. That's not true.
You are, mate.
But to the game, I'm not. To the game, what a game! What a game, Bali. You watched it, bro? Of course.
Did I watch it?
Oh,
I mean, it
man,
was
what
it was a great game by Mbappe, man.
Mbappe was going to break the offsides record, bro. I don't know what the record is. Bali,
that guy's special,
most
man.
times the player has been offsides? I mean,
That guy
Mbappe must
Mbappe's
have been up
special,
there.
man. Nah,
Hansi
Mbappe's.
Flick masterclass with the high line. I mean,
No, I'm telling you, Mbappe, that guy is special,
Oh, my
man. That
God,
guy is
bro.
next level, man. Oh my lord! You know who else is next level though? Lamine Yamal. That's next. No, that's a star right
he
there.
becomes the youngest scorer in Clásico history.
Yeah.
In Clásico, yeah.
Crazy,
17.
you know. What a result, you know, especially at your own home. You
Yeah,
know what
at
a
the Bernabeu.
what. Ugh,
With
that's
with
pain.
the roof closed.
With the roof closed. Damn, they should have started. It should have
It
started
was
raining.
it was a
They started leaking.
It was just. It was a destruction.
murder.
It was
It was
murder.
murder.
It was murder. It was.
But honestly, it was fun to see. Honestly,
Lewa could have had a hat trick. Could have had 4.
should have been more.
Should have been.
It should have been
could
like
have been
7.
more. It could have
Should've
been
like
more.
7-0.
Yeah, the thing about it is like, this game is massive. It's a Clásico, obviously. Everybody, that knows the sport knows that. But just the narrative going into the game, Barca being where they're at the top, just being at the Bernabeu is like, this is not what anybody expected, especially the recent history of Real Madrid in these games. H kept sending the same picture over and over of the recent results. And it is true. If you look at it, it's ya tocaba. It was about time that Barca did anything in this fixture, and they did.
I got the name of the young lad.
Oh,
Tiano Vela.
okay.
Tiano Vela and Nico, they're the 2 youngsters from the academy that are going to get international action. Good shit, Tiago. Tiano Vela. I had to get his name right. I had to.
Yeah.
But on the Clásico note, on the Clásico topic,
What happened?
look, mate, it hurt. It hurt to lose. It hurt to lose, and none other.
Boom,
and
boom,
none other.
boom, boom.
Before I talk about the
Boom,
gameplay, the
boom.
sport, I want to get the fandom out of it, right? The emotion out of it. Losing to Barcelona is the worst thing that can happen to a Madridista because these guys do not know how to win a game. Please, I beg God does not let you win 3 Champions Leagues in a row because you might have a heart attack, Barcelona fans. The way that Barcelona fans, a portion of them, not everybody, I know some great Barca fans, the way that you attack Real Madrid fans is really, it's very interesting. It's almost worrisome because to me it seems like Barcelona lives to play against Real Madrid, and this is the only thing that you look forward to every season because for so long you've been so bad. Beating Real Madrid is literally better than anything that you could do with your partner intimately. That's what it is for Barcelona fans.
Whoa.
Beating Real Madrid is literally the pinnacle for you as of late. And of course, I want to give credit to Mr. Hansi Flick. Congratulations. The offside trap worked fantastically. Great. But we'll see. We're going to be running it back real soon.
Yeah.
And we'll see who's going to be laughing at the end. Congrats to Hansi Flick and Barcelona. We know how to take an L. Our reaction as Real Madrid fans is only a product of your celebrations, Barcelona fans. Don't put that on us.
Not only celebrations of the Barca fans, bro, but the players, bro. Go to their Instagrams, primo.
Oh,
Look at
they're milking it.
Lamar, look at the post. I mean, they're tagging, they're commenting on, they're posting pictures with the background. It's Jude sliding, and it's just wow.
And you know what?
Really
and you know what?
going in,
Let Real Madrid players do that. What does the world say? Let Real Madrid players do that. What does the world say?
Vini-
They could post pictures.
Vinny
What's
did
wrong with
that to
posting
Reece
pictures?
James, bro. Tagged them.
He did.
What's wrong?
He did. And
What's
people
wrong
called
with
him out.
that?
And people
Yeah.
called him out.
What's wrong
And,
with
but
that?
but now Lamar does it to Jude or whoever.
Oh, it's a problem.
It is a problem because Madrid has class.
This is but I just told you Vini did that to James.
Madrid has class. Do not confuse it. Madrid has class. Do not confuse it. Primo, I want to get your take on this game, bro. I mean, you're somebody that suffered it just as much as I did.
Primo was about to get in a fight the night
dude.
before. We were having an argument about Clásico outside Little Christians.
I don't
What?
even
Yeah,
remember
bro. It was a
that.
massive low key was about to get serious.
Between Madrid and Barcelona, fans.
because we were talking about the game tomorrow.
It's
the game
honestly-
tomorrow.
What happened?
And there
These
was
guys are
alcohol
dangerous.
What
involved,
happened,
and, you
Primo?
know,
Alcohol
You
involved,
know what happened,
things
Primo?
got heated,
yeah, things got
Things got
heated.
heated, but man, what a game. It
What
was
a
such
game.
what
What a game.
No,
What a game. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, what a
But in
game.
the sense
What
of,
a
like-
game.
It was a tale of two halves.
Man, that first half was all Madrid, man. That first half was
All
all
Madrid, all
Yes,
fire.
yes. No, but if you look at the chances that we had, if we would have capitalized on that, it would have been the
Bro,
whole.
las
it
que
was
se falló
different.
Vini.
Las que se falló Legua. Las que se falló
Completely
Legua,
different
bro.
game.
Bro, Vini missed 2. Bro, we could have put the game to bed by the 42nd minute.
Oh my
The game
God.
could have been put to bed.
Does
Maybe
not
just
offside not
make
exist,
one-
bro.
One of those goals.
The
It
game
would've been
changes.
a whole
The game
different-
changes 100%.
There's no
100%.
way.
I
Y'all
will
win
say
the game.
this.
Y'all win the game. Then.
I will say this.
Y'all win the game. Y'all win the
Absolutely.
game.
We scored
Oh, hearing
first.
this?
Absolutely.
I will say this. This is one of the most informed Barcelona sides in a long,
I'll give 'em
long
that.
time.
I'll give them that. And the second half, it gets me pissed off that Madrid didn't come out with the same,
They got tired, bro.
mentality. I think Hansi Flick just ripped,
Bro, Hansi Flick,
I think Hansi Flick went on them in that locker room. Hey, go out there and show them. And they went out and
They showed him, all right.
Bro, you're talking about the best coach in La Liga right now. That's what you're talking about right there.
he is
he's
a great
doing
coach.
He's the best coach in La
He's
Liga.
making a huge difference. For
You know,
sure.
for sure.
No, for sure. And I don't want to take anything away from Barcelona. What they did at the Bernabeu was outstanding. It's historic. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's amazing.
Winning
It's
by that
beautiful.
margin is fantastic. I will give you credit. My dad's even trolling me.
That was wild.
But I will say this. I will say this. The owner of Europe, the owner of Spain, the owner of your
It's a long
club
season. It's a long season.
is Real Madrid, Club de Fútbol. Okay, so show some respect, Barcelona fans, and act accordingly. Act like you've been there, because lately, Barcelona fans, you've been out of pocket.
They haven't been there though, bro.
Yeah, I could tell.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Act like
yeah,
you've
well,
been
let
there.
them enjoy the moment. Let them enjoy. I mean, look, it wasn't just a 1-0.
Yeah,
a
bro,
2-0.
it wasn't a
Oh, it wasn't
2-0,
a
it wasn't
tough, a
dismantled.
tight
Hey,
game.
but
It
even-
was the domination.
Bro,
it was
well,
murder.
Madrid has
It was
won.
murder.
Madrid has beaten Barcelona 4-0, and I know a lot of guys that were like, that's cool. Walk in the park. That's great. We don't celebrate like Barcelona fans, bro. We're chill. We've been there before. We've experienced higher things, mate. For us, this is nothing. Oh, that was nasty.
Okay.
But that's all I have to say on that. That's all I have to say on that. Congrats to Hansi Flick. Outplayed us, outclassed us. Mbappe looked like a fool. He was offside 8 times, career high. And Lamine Yamal.
And we just ended. We started that La Liga channel on Discord was popping. It was crazy.
It was
It was fun. And if you're listening and you're like, man, you want to get into the discussions about La Liga, about Premier League, about anything, you can join our Discord and join our Patreon to be more involved in what we got going on.
And I was also surprised that Legua at his age is able to pull off what he did.
Yeah.
Bro, he could have had a hat trick.
The best striker in La Liga.
No, so
The best striker in La Liga.
I'm going to ask you guys, has
You talk-
Barcelona...
the best
has-
coach, the
has-
best striker, the best winger.
The best team.
has
the
Barca
best
won the
team.
league? Did Barca win the league with this game? Did they win it?
If
'Cause
they don't win it, it's on them. They're gonna lose. I mean, the only way they'll lose it if they do it themselves.
Looking at the standings, Barcelona's in first place. They're up 6 points on Real Madrid.
Oh, Arsenal.
Offside.
Arsenal's offside. Oh, okay.
Barca 6 points on top of Real Madrid. Is it a wrap?
No, it's not a wrap.
No?
No.
No?
No.
Bali, is it a wrap?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Primo?
I think. I mean, it's early, but I think that
It's
Barca has.
extremely early.
Absolutely not.
Barca has it all to win.
Absolutely not.
It's not
Barca
a
has it all to
Barely
win.
even started, bro.
It's
No,
not
I
a
mean
wrap.
it's early, but Barca has it all to win. Like if they don't, I mean they have it
They've
all.
been
And
Smash
they,
it.
they,
They've
they have
been
the
beating everyone.
advantage. They have the advantage.
They have the
But-
advantage. They've been beating everyone. They're playing well, so let them take it.
Now, guys, moving gears from Spain, just real quick, in England, we saw Chelsea won today. Nico Jackson with the goal. Cole
Nico,
Palmer with the goal and
Cole.
assist. Right, Cole Palmer had a goal and assist.
Yeah,
Just an
Cole.
assist.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he
Cole-
have an
Cole-
assist.
Cole-
Nah,
Cole
he-
scored,
Goal and
yeah.
Yeah, he had
assist.
a
He
goal.
scored.
Two goal contributions like that, brother.
So, B, your thoughts on the Chelsea win?
Yeah, dub. Newcastle is not an easy opponent. We got the dub. It was at home. They did equalize. Cole Palmer doing what he does. He was MIA against the Liverpool game, but he came back, and James gets another start as well after being criticized by Maresca. So, yeah, good. Keep trucking, keep winning games. We're in a lot better position than we were last year. I think we're still the youngest team in the Premier League, so we're good.
Now, you were top 4 for a bit.
Yeah, we were top four depending on this game.
Oh, right
Arsenal.
now, as it stands live, City is in first, Liverpool is second, Arsenal in third, but just on top of Chelsea is Aston Villa.
Yeah.
With 18 points. Chelsea has 17 in fifth place.
We're hanging in there.
You're
We're
hanging
hanging
in
in there. We're hanging in
Honestly, doing better than what a lot of people thought.
there. And United lost today, so I don't know
They
why
lost
I
to
brought
West
them
Ham.
up, but yeah.
They lost to West Ham 2-1. 2-1. Casemiro tied it up, and they ended up. Sorry, no.
Casemiro.
No, he didn't. Yeah,
Casemiro.
Casemiro tied it up.
Casemiro.
Tied it up. But then
When is that guy gonna retire, man?
Jared Bowen.
This might be
Man.
it.
that
Bali,
guy retire?
on screen, we're watching Arsenal Liverpool. It's
Man, I'm nervous,
2-2.
man. I feel like throwing up right now, honestly.
We got
I feel like
Ozzy
throwing
Cruz
up.
also in.
Ozzy too,
Ozzy's in
yeah.
studio
Bro,
as
Ozzy,
well.
get away from me, bro. For
Ripping
real, man.
that Liverpool, that yellow
Get
one.
away from,
We got a top four.
Oh, boy, got it tatted on him. Show him yours, Bali.
I don't got nothing. I don't got tatted on me.
Ozzy
man.
got Liverpool crest tatted on his heart, brother. That's how you know.
Guys, before we get out of
Tough
here, though,
game,
the
tough game.
MLS
Come on,
playoffs, they are taking
Ooh,
place
yeah.
right now.
Ooh,
We saw the LA
Galaxy?
Galaxy. Galaxy defeated Colorado 5-0 yesterday.
it's
saw
over.
the
It's
game.
over.
I saw the
It's
game.
over.
I saw the
Why is
game.
Colorado even
It's,
there?
it's best of 3. They can still come back, believe it or
But-
not. It's kind of
okay,
weird.
But still, I mean, it's over. That's done.
I mean, is this a statement from LA Galaxy to the rest of the league?
Galaxy's.
Putting them on notice?
Yep. I feel like Galaxy is it's a favorite. Galaxy.
I see
LAFC
Galaxy
also.
Miami final, bro.
Galaxy Miami
That
final?
would be
Miami
a banger
also.
final, bro.
The Crew. Don't forget.
There's
Columbus
still a lot of
Crew.
teams left to play.
There's a lot. We're still early. It's-
LAFC has to play Vancouver today. Charlotte plays Cincinnati.
Columbus Crew.
We're getting into it.
Miami.
We're getting into it. We're not even in the party. That's what sucks. Austin FC's not in the party, but we're into it.
Like, hey,
We're-
this
Yeah, we're not in the
Ozzy,
party. We
Ozzy
used to be in the party.
the first day of playoffs, Ozzy comes out with a tweet. It's like, let's go. The playoffs start today. I was like, we got to sit this one out, bro. We can't be hyped about the playoffs.
No, we could be hyped
Nah,
about
I'm
the
hyped about
MLS
the playoffs. I'm hyped about it.
I'm
I'm
hyped
hyped
about
about
it.
it.
No,
I'm
stay
hyped.
out of it. Stay out of it.
what?
No,
happy.
no, stay out of
I
it.
wanna see it. I wanna watch it.
I was
I wanna
watching the
watch it.
Galaxy game. I was like, yeah, there's MLS playoffs, you know.
I want to watch
Support
it.
your
I
league.
wanna-
Support your league, Austin.
Support your league, Austin
It's
says.
what
I want to
sucks.
watch it. I want.
But if you go out, go to Pluckers or go out, catch a game at a bar, you better, you got to be asked. You got to be, it's not going to be on TV, brother.
Also, Vancouver beat the crap out of Portland 5-0 before it was
Oh,
in the
yeah.
wild card game. That
There's a
could
lot
have
of
been
stuff-
Austin. That could have been
That's
Austin.
the thing. That's to Bali's point. So it takes.
We could have been battered
Bro,
5-0 by
Bali-
Vancouver.
You said you would always say, "What? No, we don't want to make because then we would beat the Portland, bro."
Yeah. And that's what Hernan wanted. Hernan. That's what Hernan wanted.
Why
But
you
it-
putting words in
But
the
I'm
mouth?
just, I mean, it is what it is. Look, boy, Hernan, look, it happened. He's gone.
Yeah.
Be
He's
happy.
gone.
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
happy.
Okay, it happened. It happened 100%.
Feliz.
Now, Inter Miami, they
Muy
did
feliz.
defeat Atlanta 2-1. And like I said, the games today, we'll see Seattle, Houston. That's tomorrow.
Did y'all catch the TikTok cam, the point of view cam?
I didn't see it. Was it?
I had the Miami game. I had the TikTok cam on the other one, and I had the live scores on Messi. It was like Messi. What I was expecting, what they announced, it was gonna be like a point of view. It was like gonna be like if you're playing FIFA Pro or whatever,
Yeah.
from his point of view. It was just a zoomed in on him. It was the game, but it just zoomed on him. It just followed him around. So I was like, what? I thought it was gonna be his point of view, but hey, they're
That's cool. I mean,
I think it's weird that like we're.
Messi to go.
We had the chat with Bar de Copas. We talked a lot about Messi and MLS and everything, and how the vibe is in Argentina and everything. And they're trying to do the TikTok because they mention a lot is like having to pay for Apple TV, having access to watch Messi is difficult. And I think maybe they understand that. Maybe they're trying to seek other ways to do it via TikTok Live. But I don't know if it worked. I don't know if it was.
I mentioned to Bar de Copa, shout out to Capocha and Osvaldo. Big shout out to them for coming onto the pod with us. But they were saying like, yeah, I mean, when Messi went to MLS, we paid attention to it. In fact, they said that they pay more attention to the MLS than Liga MX. They said that.
I'm not that surprised.
I'm not that surprised, but they also said like, yeah, it's because we just don't have the access. I mean,
Yeah, that is true.
I think
man.
that's why they
They
went.
have
They
access.
went.
That's
They
why they
tried to
went
get
to
the TikTok. Yeah.
and I wonder if that pissed off Apple TV.
I don't know
You
why
think
Apple
it pissed
TV
them off?
I don't
And
know,
Apple TV is
because-
expensive too, man. I don't
Because
know.
maybe they saw
Did
that
you-
TikTok could be a gateway towards paying for.
True,
the
because
Apple
Apple TV is owner of the Messi contract. They made other
Yeah.
MLSs pay for Messi's contract as well. Messi is getting a cut from the subscriptions
Yeah.
of Apple TV, so it's also in their best interest that more people have eyes on Leo Messi.
for sure.
It's all about money.
Yeah, that is true.
Ozzy's
That
saying
is
Latin
true.
America uses Androids more than anything.
Probably more globally.
Yeah.
Europe.
No iPhones?
WhatsApp?
No iPhones,
No,
Ozzy?
you know what? Screw TikTok.
iPhones?
Screw TikTok. Let's go to WhatsApp if you want Latin America. Let's go to WhatsApp. My dad was
What?
trolling me
What?
on WhatsApp.
What?
My dad was trolling me on there. That's what people use nowadays.
Yeah.
Go to what?
That is true.
I'll say this though: if you go to if your girl goes to Mexico and she comes back with a WhatsApp, it's over, my
Red
king.
flags. Red
It's
flags.
red flags.
red
It's over,
flags,
my
bro.
king.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
over, my
it's
king.
over, my
Dang.
king.
It's over, my
It's
king.
over, my king.
It's over, my king.
It's over, my king.
But don't pick your head up. Your snapback is falling. Please. But gentlemen, anything else you'd like to add to the podcast tonight?
I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm hoping the Arsenal wins this game because I'm gonna throw up right now. I wanna
You got
30
one last
seconds
play.
left. They're not gonna win. It's gonna end in a draw.
throw
It's gonna end in a
Ozzy.
draw.
Dallas 49ers, the
Dallas about to
Longhorns.
get- What's up with Dallas?
The Longhorns barely beat Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
the Longhorns.
Kinda
What's up with the
slipping away,
Longhorns? What's up
man.
with
The
the
hype's kind
Longhorns?
of started.
My homie did say this.
Was it like this or was it? Is it getting smaller?
It's like this.
Is it getting
It's-
smaller?
I can't.
It's like this.
Is it like this or is it getting smaller?
Look, man.
Arthritis in
I'll
that
say
hand,
this.
boy.
I'll say this. You have to credit Vanderbilt. You have to credit Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
They're the real deal this season.
Yeah.
They
They beat Bama.
They beat Bama, and their only loss, or one of the two losses that they have now, is against Texas and against ranked teams, bro.
That's it, bro. It's in a tie. 2-2.
2-2.
Man, we
Yeah.
had
2-2.
that, man. We had this.
Didn't
game,
I say
man.
it was gonna end 2-2? I told you.
I
it was
don't
gonna
think
end
so.
2-2.
I don't think
Ozzy,
so.
¿Qué te dije? 2-2, pa. I told
Nah,
you.
he didn't say that, right?
Sí lo
Nah,
dije,
y'all
bro.
didn't deserve it,
Nah,
Ozzy. Y'all didn't
nah,
deserve
he
it, bro.
didn't say- he
We
didn't
should have
say
won
All
that
right.
game. It was our
All right,
mistakes, man.
Guys, let's get out of here. Tuesday press conference. We'll try to be there. If not, we'll continue to cover it outside of that. But anyways, I'm Hernan. This is Bali. Bryan, Primo on the ones and twos. Diego and Ozzy, Spanish podcast lads. We're signing out, and we'll see you soon. It's a new era. Welcome, Nico Estevez.